Hi, my name BK, and this is my channel where I do my things. This is my only official channel where I do these types of things. So if you see another one, it's not me. Beware of catfishers, impersonators, doppelgangers, and scammers. But I'm just Lil BK, Will BK, spiritual renegade, potential guru. Yeah, and we're soft spoken and standing in our humble power today because, and we're also using natural light because I feel like this is a message of, hold on, let me sip my coffee because this is going to be a good one. I'm feeling a lot of attacks and like vulture energy in the air. And if you watch my channel, hey, thank you. Much appreciated. Ashe Namaste. Hearts, prayer, and blessings go to you, and I thank you. But if you watched any of my previous messages, like somebody's like been on the come up and coming up and finna like get this amazing thing. And I just see this so I just got this image in my mind of like Simba, like after he had ran off, after his uncle had convinced him that he was to blame for his father's death, right? And so he ran off and into the Sahara and he was trying to cross that desert, but he didn't make it. And so like it was like he was on his last legs, on his like last days, on his last breaths, and you could see the vultures and the crows just circling overhead. Like I feel like that's what it is, but it's not energy of like they're circling because they see death. It's like they're circling because they see new life, right? And so it's just like this and this. What's going on, Charizard? Nice to see you. Hit that like button. Um, but yeah, the vultures, the watchers, the doppelgangers, imitators, personators, and scammers, they're out here heavy because they see an energy of somebody's light. Like I just seen like an imagery of so like when Katara and Sokka at first like unearthed Aang um from the iceberg and this beam of blue light shot into the sky, but it wasn't blue, it was like golden, is how I saw it. And like so the vultures is like okay, and so it's all types of birds. I just seen like messages, birds represent messages and air energy and communication. So it's like your light is causing like lots of talk, right? But I just keep seeing this energy of like birds circling overhead, like they're watching, they're waiting, they're watching, they're waiting, like, and it gives me the energy of like if you are aware of this gang stalking type of like weirdness, then these are people that you know but are watching from very far away so that you don't think that they know that you know that they know that you know, but you know. And if it's somebody you don't know, it's just some like not only am I seeing strangers and also people that you're loosely associated with, but like literal like new people that want to come in your life. And it's because like there's this just beam of light that just shoots, just like you are a pillar of light is what I'm seeing that just like moves about the world. And it's like the world of darkness bends around your light and can't do anything but like encircle loosely and from far away and just watch. But I was guided to pull some specific cards. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull these specific cards real quick. So Ashe Namaste. Thank you. Agla Om. Blessed be. As above, so below. Make it be. Moted so. Thank you for clear and concise messages, protection, divine gifts, and the strength and courage needed to present myself in all my authentic transparency to those who may need to receive a message from me. And I thank you for receiving it and supporting my channel. And with that being said, let us get into it. Or as I used to say, let's do this. Because yeah, it's funny. I haven't pulled these cards out in at this point, maybe a couple weeks, but I saw these cards in my mind's eye. And I think I saw a couple specific cards, but I can't remember what they were. I just remember that one of them had to do with like a dragon, and a couple of them had to do with like cats. Oh, wow. Okay, so a couple of these cards are upside down, but we've already gotten into it, so we're just gonna take it however it comes out. My cards do have a tendency of sometimes like appearing one way and then flipping magically somehow in the deck as I'm shuffling, and this usually happens on camera as I'm shuffling, so it's not like I like go through and switch things up mid-reading. So that's not what we do. Yeah, it's a lot of cards. That's funny. So one of the cards that I did see in my mind's eye, it was a man with like the with like an aura around his head to symbolize like coming into full balance of your own third eye psychic awareness, right? And the card is called Be Neutral, right? And I just saw that card, but it's upside down somehow. So it's like this is an energy of like really pick a side. Are you for the team or against the team? Because there is no middle ground. Like Simba when he was trying to get through that little patch of desert where it was no water, no food, no friends, just like heat, just overbearing, just like life killing heat, like the type of heat that doesn't bring life, it scorches the earth type of life, type of heat. And when he was going through that, there was no in between of like of rest, of respite. There was where I was leaving behind and where I was trying to get to. And without the support and the kindness of strangers, Simba would not have made it to get from the from to the fro, or from the to the fro. Okay, yeah, 747. It's takeoff, running back Quavo. So the message is, what is this vulture entering? Excuse me, confirmation burp, excuse me. What is this vulture energy? What is this vulture energy, spirit? Okay, it's building up, I feel it. What is this vulture energy, spirit? Because 818, because it's bigger than you think it is, I just heard. Look to the future. And this came in the reverse. And I usually don't take these in the reverse, but I'm gonna take it how it came. So look to the future in the reverse. Stop worrying about the future. And also stay out of the past. This is very much a card that I'm taking as be in this present moment, because what do they say? The past is history, the future is a mystery, but right now is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. Is that from Kung Fu Panda? Our culture prince here. Oh wow. Trust in science flipped upright. So very much this is like trust the process. Trust the because I just saw the scientific method. Hmm. What's going on, Shreyansh Maria? Are you from India? Not being racist, just asking. But trust in science is very much like trust the process of like the scientific method of hypothesize. That means come up with an idea, then you investigate, you gather evidence, then you research, then you record, and then you try to replicate, right? That's the scientific method, right? So it's like trust the process of, and I just heard this isn't applicable to somebody's manifestation, right? Of of like you had a dream, right? That's the hypothesis theory, the hypothesis theory, the portion, like just that dream, that semblance of an idea, that abstract concept of desire and want of a goal somewhere down the line. Okay, so you started investigating. So you started doing your research, doing your due diligences, you know, starting to get out there and network and ask questions and try to find answers, you know, then you started to receive evidence of like synchronicities, of like coincidences, of like serendipity, which is like out of the blue surprise good luck, right? um Angel numbers and people coming to you, and then things just started like clicking 1111 on the time, like things just started like clicking, right? And so be with all that evidence, you were able to start really further going down the rabbit hole, but more so within oneself of like, oh shoot, so I dreamed it, I thought about it, I wanted it, so I felt about it, and now it's starting to happen. And now, so okay, so now let's really dig deep and say, so like, what do I do next? What do I want to do about it? Like, how do I feel about this? You know, and doing the research and checking off all the boxes and trusting, but also verifying the things that come to you, right? That's that using discernment part. And then recording it, like actually like seeing things manifest. And then if it works out for you, then you try to replicate it. If it doesn't work out for you, then you go back to the hypothesis stage and you can record that either, yes, this was right for me, or I did this right, or this wasn't for me, or I maybe skipped a step in the process. And so let's try it again. Right. I got a lot from that. Okay. Bottom of the deck was be of service. And my hand is tingling now. So it's like, the best way, okay, and I think I mentioned this in my last video of how even empaths can be a little narcissistic, but the best way to be of service to someone else is to like imagine yourself as that person and not only just feel their situation and their present, situation, but to just think about if it were me, you know, just how would I feel about this, or what would I want from another person that would make me feel better? And you start there, and that's like if you can provide that to that person in that time of need, then you're creating dharma for yourself in the here and now, in the present moment. Bottom of the deck, advice from a cool cat. In the reverse, advice from a wise bat. Mm. So illusory obstacles in the reverse. Be neutral, also in the reverse, and blinded by bias in the reverse. All right. So I'm seeing this as like the moon card in the reverse. Be neutral in the reverse is like the Hierophant in the reverse. And then blinded by bias, I'm seeing that as like which one? If this was the moon card, then this would be like the high priestess, but it's no, blinded by bias. I feel like this is like the lovers in the reverse. And I'm seeing this as a lot of things. The Hanged Man. I'm seeing this as the Hangman upright, actually. So it's very much like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, because Taurus in the reverse. It's like feeling things out on an internal level, making that intimate, as in one-on-one, like emotional psychic connection with somebody, and then either empathizing or sympathizing. with that person enough to want to do something for them compassionately just out of love. That's the best way to create good karma. And I feel like people are watching you do that and either don't have the capacity to do that or just for whatever reason w- can't or won't. And it's like it's causing them to spend negative like watcher energy at you. Neither here nor there, and not your problem. So as we do, we will digress. But all that to say, like, what can we do about this watcher, this vulture energy? What's the best thing to do about this watcher energy? Also, disclaimer, if I hadn't said this already, um, these are general and collective messages, so take what resonates and leave what does not. If it is not for you, then do not put on that shoe because my God is not the author of confusion. Okay, clearly, my God is not the author of confusion. Illusory obstacles. So somebody has cleared a hurdle, a large hurdle. I see that as the chariot card, bottom of the deck. We got heed the vibes in the reverse. So this is a Scorpio card. It's saying really be aware of your sensory here and now. Like if so, I have an introverted type personality, which means I mostly respond to the world based on my inner perception and my, inner feelings about things. Whereas an extroverted person responds to the world more so as being of, a part of the world, of being more so tapped in with their physical sensory senses and responding accordingly. So it's like really just look at what's going on outside of you. Look at really like your surroundings, your environment, the people around you. Really take a look at things and apply that scientific method to those people and situations and places around you. And just see like you'll see for yourself who are the vultures, who are the crows, who are the sparrows, the eagles, who are the butterflies, and the hummingbirds. And so basically you'll see who like are the birds of prey, which are the scary, killer birds, and then the other birds, the birds that really just want to bring you good messages and good energy. You'll see if only you just look. The importance of sleep in the reverse. Is this whole deck in the reverse? Pretty much. Take it how it's coming though, is what I just heard. The importance of sleep in the reverse. So this is the importance of being awake and aware, of being tapped in. Like there's a high importance. Okay, they said I could switch it now, but we gonna shuffle two times. But there's a very much so importance of being awake and aware, of being tapped in, not just with your internal, clear, what I call inner senses, but also with your outer senses. There's a and there's so in that there's really much a need to be in balance within just as much as without or you know inwardly just as much as outwardly. There's like a huge need for balance for that, and I got major confirmation. This was the card that I saw when I saw this deck for this video. This was the card that I saw. And the card says, "What do you seek?" This is the card for this deck because this deck is called The Seeker's Journey. Oh, they said show it to you one more time because you might need to take a screenshot. There's a sigil on here. And I believe this sigil represents guidance, finding your way, and going along a path. Like I believe this sigil is like one that like I feel like it comes from the future and it's like a tether that both grounds you into now and starts to pull you into the future that you're trying to manifest. So it's like a homing beacon. You are a homing beacon for something. And I feel like it's something extraterrestrial or supernatural or otherworldly. But being a beacon for things unseen or not very widely understood does make one a target for all types of attacks and things. Heed the vibes. And so now the cards are coming out upright. Bottom of the deck, the key to wisdom is to heed the vibes. The key to wisdom, and I did see an owl when I saw these birds circling. But owls, I didn't mention owls because when it comes to owls, not only are they birds of prey, but they don't look like birds of prey, for one. And for two, they're very spooky. But fun fact about owls, they're one of the only birds in nature that when they fly, you literally cannot hear their wings flap. They fly. They're the flying under the radar ones. So I seen them in the mix, and the owls are, the real watchers, the who's who of the who's who. Mhm. If you know, you know. But yeah, the owls are also silently watching, but the owls are gonna be the ones that send messages through those hummingbirds and those sparrows and those bluebirds and those butterflies and to get you that knowledge that you need to know, if that's what you so choose, if you stay, tapped in and aware. That's why the card is the key to wisdom, and that's why the animal is the owl. Again, heed the vibes and choose love. Heed the vibes. The Scorpio card keeps coming out, and so I feel like all of these messages are also pertaining to this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. But heed the vibes and choose love. This would be like the death card in the tarot, the Scorpio card, which is transformation energy. By awakening and tapping into embracing and enhancing your inner senses, your clairs, your superpowers, your psychic abilities, you're drawing in a supernatural divine type of love, I just heard, and it was 22 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. But yeah, okay, so that means 2, 2, and 2. 2 and 2. Yeah, so, we're gonna get out of here soon. Bottom of the deck is Hush, Listen, so we're gonna get a couple more cards. Spirit, what else do we need to know before we get up out of here? Because your boy has to get ready for it. What do we have? Have we here? What have we here? What else do we need to know, Spirit? If this measure see, 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 know your labels. And this is crow energy, but and this is just like it's funny. I talked about this person. This is a person. This is a person. And I talked about this person heavily in my last videos. This is okay. So you see how this is a crow energy, or at least it appears to be a crow energy. This is really a phoenix in its dying phase, right before it's reborn. You see the glow behind it. You see the tail that this crow has. You see how the wings are very ombre. It used to be sombre, now it's ombre. Then it's just going to be amber. And so this is somebody shedding a shadow or incorporating their darkness into their light. Somebody becoming like it could be you, but like know your labels is the thing, and it's crow energy. I was seeing all crows and all vultures mostly, and crows are harbingers. They say harbingers of death. I don't really believe so. Crows are one of the most intelligent birds in nature, so they watch so that they can learn. So I'm getting that as like student energy, studious energy. But then there definitely were vultures in the mix, and this was the card that I was seeing. So we're gonna end it here. Neutrality, be neutral, try to be unbiased. Just, stay unfazed, unbothered, and unmoved in all the things that are coming around you that you see are just trying to knock you off your square in your path, because you see how this person's third eye is widely open. It's like I can see through the BS and cut through the crap with a butter knife on a cold day. And so I'm just gonna leave it there. Hey, my name BK. This was so nice, so nice. And I wait to do it again, truly and sincerely. And I could not do this without you. You're beautiful. Stay well, stay whelmed, as they would say in Young Justice. And have a great and wonderful whenever, wherever, with whoever, and however you doing it. And I just hope you are having fun in this Sagittarius season. See you soon. Talk to you later.